Okay, so now we're live. Sorry about that. That was a very bad way to start. We're live on YouTube, and that's gonna be on YouTube for everybody to watch. So today's class it's about idioms. So let me share my screen, and I have a very nice class prepared about idioms. So okay, so let's start with some. Today's class it's long lost friend. Interesting.
Okay.
Uh, what do you understand with a long lost friend?
Long lost friend. A friend that you don't see or you don't talk with from for a while.
That's correct. A friend that you haven't seen for a while. Do you have long lost friends?
Yeah, some.
Why did you stop talking?
Because, for example, some went to live to other places, or we just finished for high school, and then we just talk when we find each other at the mall or somewhere else.
Yeah, it's difficult to stay in touch with friends, especially if you don't see each other regularly because you don't have something in common, right? So, okay, we have some
Yeah.
warm up questions. So, I like to start with the warm up. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you to read the question and then answer it for me, please.
Okay. Have you ever reconnected with a long lost friend? Who was it? How did you reconnect? Um, I reconnect with a very dear friend. Uh, Her name is uh, Scarlett.
Mm-hmm.
We lost communication because her dad is a military um, high command
High Commander.
high commander, so she have to move out to different places like every 6 months or every year.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So she went to first. She went to Puebla and then to Guaymas, Sonora,
Mm-hmm.
and then we reconnected when she started living at Mexico City.
Okay. And how is that you're reconnected?
Because in one of her travels, she made bit a little stop here in Veracruz for about 3 days. Was the one who called me and say that if we can have a coffee to just chatting. So I went there, and it was like, if in the I think it was 4 years that I don't have any notice about her. Those 4 years never passed. We
Ah, very nice.
Yeah, it was a very good reconnect.
Yeah, I mean that is it's very nice when you haven't seen a friend for a long time and you see him and it's like things never changed. Like they're still the same. There
Yeah.
is a click, a bond there. That it's those are the friends that are keepers, friends that we will rather cherish and keep with us. Okay, very nice story. Thank you for sharing that. Um, what's her name, just in case she's watching at this video? I don't think so, but
Her name is Carlet.
Carlette.
Carlet, right?
Carlette, you have a nice friend right here. Okay. So, second question, can you read it for me?
Yeah. Do you have a dream to travel somewhere? Where and why? Yeah, I actually have like a very dream place to know. It's Japan, Tokyo for be precisely.
Tokyo, yeah. Um, I know the answer, but just for the sake of the exercise, why?
Why? Because since I was little, I start to get attracted by the Asian culture, especially Japanese culture. Um, there are a lot of things I love about Japanese. Uh, their, for example, I love. There was a time that I loved to watch anime. Now I just prefer to read mangas. I also like their architecture uh, places, and
Yeah, they're
also
very nice.
their, yeah, and also the technology that they have and the education of the Japanese people.
They are very educated people and very, very, very respectful, and that it's super amazing. And they are very, very humble.
Yeah.
Um, they are not arrogant at all. I really admire them. I really admire their culture. Um,
Also, one thing that I forgot to mention,
Go ahead.
their food.
Oh yeah, they
The
have a delicious cuisine, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Japanese dish?
I think I'll go for ramen.
Ramen. What is that? Can you
Yeah.
describe it to me? I sorry my ignorance. I only know
Um.
sushi and tempura, ice
Yeah.
cream.
Yeah. Ramen is a noodle
Mm-hmm.
soup. It has like a lot of different things. For example, boiled eggs.
Hmm.
It can have chicken, meat, pork, or fish.
Wow, my mouth is watering right now.
Yeah.
I want that. Where can I
Yeah.
buy a good Ramadan here in this town?
Here in Veracruz, maybe in Mr. Cow or in Domo.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna try it out, and I'm going to let you know my opinion about it.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. I'm a big fan of Asia too, but I love when it comes to food, I prefer Chinese. I gotta admit that. I like Chinese rice. I think that Japanese rice is, I think it has less taste, I think.
Yeah,
And I'm not
definitely.
a big fan of seafood. In Japanese, it's all about the seafood. It's all about fish, squids, crabs, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I just want to give you a couple of tips there. I don't know if you can see the chat. We have the word SOAP and SOUP. Can you pronounce both of them?
Soup or soap?
Okay, the one you use when you take a shower or you wash your clothes or your hands, what is that?
Soap.
Okay, awesome. So, and the other is
Soup.
soup. Okay, no problem. Difficult, tricky. There's a soap in my soup. That will be that will be a way to practice. Mom, why there's a soap in my soup? Okay. Okay. And can you pronounce the next word?
Sorry?
There is another word there. The past. It's in past tense. Can you pronounce it? Oh, wait a minute. You're using a tablet, right?
No. Yeah, I can see the chat.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Start in past. Started.
Start. Start.
Okay, it started is fine. Started. It's more American. Okay. Sometimes
Okay.
when sometimes not all the time when you talk in past you say, well, the movie start. So you gotta put the extra it started. Okay, to talk in
Okay.
past. All right, good job.
Thanks.
No problem. Very nice, very interesting descriptions that you gave of Japan and Ramadan. Ramadan? No, that's a holiday, right?
Yeah.
You said, what did you say? What's the name of the food?
Ramen.
Ramen. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
pardon my ignorance. I'm imagining that I go to Mr. Cow and I say, I want a Ramadan, please.
Ramen.
Okay. Would you like to learn? Okay, number three, please. Can you read it for me?
Yeah. Would you like to learn English in New York City? Why or why not? That's a very good question.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
um, yeah, I would like to learn English in New York City. It will be really interesting uh, to know all the city and their um, famous attractions or places.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I think that it will be a bit um, hard to get used to because it's a very crowded city. There's a lot of traffic
Yeah.
and it's like really huge.
It is huge. It is like the Mexico DF of the Americans. So it is. And I've heard that it's, and don't believe me, but I've heard that it's very dirty.
Yeah, big cities are.
Yeah, big cities really are there. Yeah, that'll be. I think that if you can, also New York City is well known for their colorful expressions, and don't want to say that they use a lot of bad words, and the
Yeah.
New Yorkers are considered rude people because they are always in a hurry, so they don't have time to waste. If they want you to move, they will say, "Move, you asshole." Won't waste time with politeness. That's what I've heard. So yeah, it will be interesting, definitely. I love to do that. I love to go to New York City and learn about their culture. One of my favorite movies is Home Alone 2.
Oh
Probably remember
yeah,
Home
it's
Alone 2. He got lost in New York, and I like to visit Central Park and feed the pigeons and feel like I am Kevin lost in Central Park. Okay. Okay, number four. Can you read that one?
for what do you think a bucket list is? Bucket list. Um, I really don't have any idea of what that could be.
No problem. We're gonna find it out today. It's actually a very nice idiom. Actually, bucket list. So, you know what a bucket is, right?
Yeah,
And you know what a list is.
yeah.
But there is no relationship between one or the other. Well, in American English, there is a very nice idiom that it's kick the bucket. Kick the bucket. So when you kick the
Okay.
bucket, it means that you die. Okay,
Okay.
it's like in Spanish we say chupar faros, the chupo faros. Have you heard that expression?
Yeah. Well, I think it's more common. Estiro la pata.
Estiró la pata. Okay. Well, estiró la pata. It's not that. I mean, I get it. Okay, when you die, your limbs become stiff. So I get it. But chupar faros, I don't get it. Honestly,
Yeah, me neither.
dude, that's the funny thing about it. Like, what does it have to do with anything? So bucket list is like that. Well, kick the bucket. Sorry, is like that. When you die, you kick the bucket for some reason. And your bucket
Okay.
list is a list of things that you want to do before you kick the bucket, before you die.
Okay.
So, for example, traveling to Asia is in my bucket list. So it's a thing that I want to do somewhere, sometime in the future. So definitely you use that expression that way. Yeah, definitely that's in my bucket list. Something I want to do before I die. Alrighty, so we're gonna be practicing that a lot today. So let's go ahead and continue with the expression. So um, let's go over here with the matching exercise. So on the first column, I have the expressions and idioms, and in the second column, I have the definitions. So I want you to help me match them. So
Okay.
first, okay, let's not waste time here. Can you read the first one and tell me what is the match?
Okay. Long lost friend. Mm, it's letter E. A friend you haven't seen or spoken to in a long time.
All right, that is correct, and we already talked about it. Number two.
Number two. Track someone down. Mm, to work hard to find someone.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully today you'll be tracking Pokemons down in the afternoon. Okay. Have you ever had to track someone down that is not a
Uh,
Pokemon?
yeah, my mom when I get lost in the supermarket.
Okay. Yeah. Wait. Okay. You get lost in the supermarket? You are a grown up.
No,
Grown
I
ups
I
don't get.
mean when I was little.
Oh, when you were little. Okay. I got it. And how did you track her down?
um, to be honest, just start walking really fast between every hole
Yeah, between every aisle.
aisles.
No problem. Yeah, I know. Some people are difficult to track down.
Yeah, and just when I didn't find her, I went to um like I don't know the name in English.
Well, you can call it where the customer service
Oh
desk
yeah, customer service.
counter. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Good job. That's exactly the match of that expression. This is a idiom. This is not an idiom. This is a phrasal verb. Track someone down. Swap. Swap.
Swap. Um, very soon. Quickly.
Very soon. Quickly. Yeah. Exactly. That's it. Um, Oh wait, no, no, that's not it. Sorry.
No. Um, no, I don't know.
Okay, I can give you an example.
Okay,
Um, the other day I went to the store. I went to the OXXO, and I bought a. This is actually a real story. I went to the OXXO and I bought a Diet Coke. I usually drink zero Coke, not Diet Coke.
okay.
So I went, but there I didn't see any Diet Coke in the fridges, so I just picked. I didn't see any zero Coke in the fridges, so I picked a Diet Coke. I paid for it, and when I was walking towards the exit, I saw in one of those fridges that are like in the middle of the OXXO, I
Yeah.
saw a a zero Coke, but I had already paid for my Diet Coke, and they were the same price. Actually, I think zero Coke was cheaper because I think zero Coke is cheaper because people think it's bad for you worse than the light Coke. So what I did is without I look at the cashier, and when the cashier was distracting, you know, um, helping somebody else, I swapped them super fast. I swapped them
Okay. Yeah.
and I took my zero Coke. And then I felt really bad about it. I felt like if I were a thief or something. But it's a true story. So, do you know what it is?
Yeah. To exchange.
To exchange. Yes, absolutely. Um, number four.
For have a blast. Mm, to have a great time.
Yay! And this is an idiom actually to have a blast. What is a blast?
Um, I don't. I don't know how to say it.
Well, what
um,
comes into your mind when you hear the word blast?
a blast, like uh, maybe when you have uh, when you feel really excited about uh, something, for example, a party or a trip.
Okay, well, that will be well, having a blast. It is exactly when you have fun. You have a lot of fun. But the word blast itself, it means like to spread fire.
Spread fire.
Yeah, for example, when the rockets, when you see a NASA rocket launching, it blasts fire. That's what it
Oh,
does.
okay.
But the
Okay.
expression is to have a blast. It's like you're blasted with fun. I guess that's it. So yeah, very good. To have fun. Um, when was the last time you had a true blast? Like you really had a blast.
The last time I have a blast, um, uh, I think it was a few, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay, tell me all about it. What were you doing?
I just went to a friend's house. Well, a gym friend's house,
Hmm.
and we were like 7 or 8 people, just drinking and chatting. But it was a really good time.
Drinking OJ?
What?
Drinking OJ?
OJ?
Yeah, you know what an OJ is?
Nope.
OJ, it's an orange juice.
Yeah, sure, oranges.
Orange juice, okay. I believe you. Remember that this class being recorded for the posterity, so we don't want people to
Yeah,
have the wrong impression of Danny. She only drinks
yeah,
OJs.
no problem. Sure.
No problem. Okay, great. Awesome, awesome. The last time I had a blast, jeez, it's been a while. Let me tell you. Um, Maybe last year or the year before. The karaoke. I love karaoke singing. Okay, number five.
Bucket list. Um, H. A list of things you want to do or see before you die.
That's correct. What's in your bucket list?
In my bucket list, I think the first one is travel to Japan.
Okay.
There's a lot of traveling in my list.
Okay. Okay.
Then I would like to travel to London.
Oh, London. Yes, me too. And what is
Mm,
something that's not traveling that's in your bucket list?
that's in my bucket list. Um, it, it's maybe it's not like a thing to be in a list, but it's a personal goal. Um, to to speak fluently um, German, Chinese, and maybe Japanese.
Yeah, that's very ambitious of you, but definitely you can pull it off. You can, with commitment and determination, and if you if you if you try it as hard as you have tried learning English, no problem, you'll make it. Awesome, good
Thanks.
job. Good job. Definitely. I mean, 100. I am 100% positive that you'll make it.
Thank you.
I just want to speak Italian. That's all. English, Spanish, and Italian. Maybe Portuguese. That's all. Um, Number six.
Number six, pricey. Um, that would be um, costing a lot of money, expensive.
Okay, that's correct. Costing a lot of money or expensive. Um, do you think video games are pricey?
Yeah, they are. I miss when they just cost 800.
That was like 5 years ago. I remember
No,
when
I think it was 2 or 3 years
2 or 3
ago.
years. I remember when I was little, games would cost 400, 500 tops.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But well, they were Super NES video games. So I remember that when the NES was like the big thing, Nintendo, the first one, I didn't have it. Well, no, I didn't have it. My cousin had a Nintendo. I had
Yeah,
a family computer system. Do you know what that is?
Famicom.
Famicom, yes. And the games would be very cheap, and you could use the you could use I guess that you could use the Nintendo games with some kind of adapter, I don't remember very well, but it was very cheap. I miss those times.
Yeah, I don't remember either, but I remember that when I had the GameCube,
Mhm.
games were like that, like 400, 500 pesos.
Yeah, actually, let me tell you something. I do have a GameCube and I bought it recently. Well, not recently, like 2, 3 years ago, because I wanted to play Resident Evil 2. That
Oh
was the
yeah.
only reason why I bought the GameCube. And I bought the GameCube and then I went to buy the Resident Evil and they were selling me Resident Evil 2 for like 1,000 pesos.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
So, so this it was more expensive than an actual Nintendo Wii U game. So what the hell?
Yeah. Have you seen that they are uh, going to sell the NES again?
Yeah, I know. I am so excited about it.
Yeah, me
30
too.
games. Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
have 30 games. Good ones. Yeah, Zelda, Mario, Kirby, and
Kirby,
Castlevania.
yeah.
I love Castlevania games.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah. The price is. Do you think it's gonna be pricey?
Mm, I don't know about the price yet, but if it's like 1,000 pesos, that's gonna be good, I think.
It's gonna be great. I
Yeah.
heard. I heard in the news that it's probably going to be under $100, but $100 is like 2,000 pesos. So I guess something like that. Okay, number 7.
Yeah. In no time. Very soon, quickly.
Correct. Very soon, quickly. All right, yeah, in no time. Number 8.
Broke. Poor, having no money.
Poor having no money. Yes, exactly. So that's an idiom because it's not you're not literally broke. You're just without money,
Having a rough time.
having a rough time. Yeah. Actually, broke doesn't necessarily means that you don't have any money. It just means that in that particular moment, you don't have time. You don't have money for that.
Okay.
So you can say, "Hey, are you gonna go to the movies tonight?" No, I'm broke. I mean, I don't have enough money to go to the movies. Not that I don't have a house or that I have to live in a
That you're
shelter.
homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good one. 9.
Dirt cheap. Very inexpensive.
Yes, I love that expression. Dirt cheap. What is the last thing you bought that was dirt cheap?
Mm, it was some bed bed
Okay.
sheets.
Bed sheets. Hmm.
Uh, they were like 100, 170 pesos, something like that.
That is dirt cheap. Where did you get that deal?
I get it from Amazon.
Amazon is so cool, and I am so stupid because I never buy things online. I should buy more things online. You know what's the problem
Yeah,
with
you
me and
can.
online buying? That I am not patient at all. So I want to buy things and have it right away. I don't want to
Uh,
wait.
I understand you. I was like that at the beginning, but it it worth the wait.
Yeah, I know. Gotta work on that. Okay. Number 10.
Sleep on it. Um, to think about a decision for a day or so.
Yes, that's right. So it's very similar to the Spanish expression, lo voy a consultar con la almohada. So in English, you
Yeah.
just say, let me sleep on it. Let me go to bed, sleep, wake up, and make a decision. Yeah. Um, all right. So this is what we're gonna need. I'm gonna need you to write these expressions down in a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we're gonna use them in the next section to fill them, use them to fill in the blanks here. This conversation. Okay.
Okay.
So tell me when you're done, and we continue.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready.
Alrighty. So long lost friend introduction. Can you read the introduction?
Yeah. In the first episode of moving to New York, two old friends reunite over the phone. Carlos is from Brazil and Eugene is from Korea. How do you think these guys know each other? Why do you think Carlos is calling from New York?
Okay. So why? How do you think these guys know each other? Just guess.
Mm, maybe they knew each other in an exchange trip or something like that.
Oh yeah, very interesting. And why do you think Carlos is calling um, Eugene from New York?
Mm, maybe Eugene is living also in New York, and now that Carlos moved there, he just want to catch up.
All right, good expression to catch up. I love it. Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's listen to the conversation, and while we do that, let's try to put the phrases we learned here in the blanks.
Okay.
Okay, so you can start reading.
Okay. Hello, Eugene. It's Carlos, your long lost friend. Carlos from Brazil. How did you? Uh, how did you track me down?
Correct. Awesome. Yes.
Okay. Uh, we swapped numbers at language school. Remember?
Awesome.
Oh yeah, we sure have a blast in Vancouver.
Okay. Correct. But is it have a blast or
We just had a
have?
blast.
Correct. Had a blast in Vancouver.
I'm studying English again in New York this time. The Big Apple, that's on my bucket list.
Correct.
I know, that's why I'm calling. You want me to come to New York? It's a long way from Korea. At least think about it. I need a roommate. But New York, it's so. So pricey.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be broke.
Awesome.
No way. The rent is dirt cheap, and the school is just a block away. This sounds too good to be true. Let me sleep on it.
You did it wonderfully.
Thank you.
Wonderfully. Good job. Alrighty. That was great. So, um, let's practice it. Oh wait. This is okay. Okay. So just to make conversation here. What do you think will happen next in this situation?
Okay. Mm, Eugene uh, will go to New York, and he's gonna help Carlos with the rent.
Mhm.
Uh,
And they're gonna fall in love.
I don't know. It could be.
It could. It could be interesting. A Brazilian with a Korean. That would
Oh my
be.
god.
So, if you were in Eugene's shoes, that's a very nice idiom to be in somebody's shoes. If you were in Eugene's shoes, what would you do?
Mm, if I could afford it, I would definitely accept it.
So you would quit your job here?
Yeah, maybe try it for a year.
Can you put your job on hold for a year? Is that allowed?
Yeah, it's it's a um, an arrangement that
Mm-hmm.
you have to make with the syndicate.
Okay, cool. Uh,
Yeah,
the syndicate sounds like sounds like kind of strange. Sounds like a video game, the
yeah,
syndicate. But actually, the common expression there is the union. You have to make that arrangement with my union.
okay.
Yeah, it's a labor union. Yeah, I'm pretty sure syndicate is a word, but just not very commonly used. Okay. Let's take a look here. Some comprehension questions. How do Carlos and Eugene know each other?
They met at the language school in Vancouver.
Okay, and um, how did Carlos, or how does Carlos know Eugene's number?
They swap numbers.
Correct. They swap numbers. Have you ever swapped numbers with a stranger?
Um,
I'm putting you on your
yeah.
hot spot now.
No, I think I did it, but not numbers. I exchanged with a Japanese girl that I met like 6 or 7 years ago.
Okay, that's cool. And
Yeah.
are you still in touch?
Nah, we just talk uh like over a year. Um, then we stop sending emails.
Okay. If you want to, would you be able to track her down?
Um, I don't know. Maybe if she still uses that that email because I actually don't remember her name.
Okay. You know, men, we are very stupid creatures. I mean, women are more wise, interesting, intelligent, social, ready. But men, we are very stupid. So I remember when I was very young. Well, not so many years ago. Um, I would, when I was single, not now that I'm married. When I was single, I would see a girl walking down the street or in a bus or in a bus stop or at the library or anywhere, the mall, a girl that I would find attractive. And my dream was to come up with a way to be able to get to swap numbers with that person. But I was terrible at that. I didn't know how to start a conversation or what to say that will ultimately lead me to swap numbers. So, I mean, what would be a good way to do that? To start a conversation with a girl and that at the end we'll swap numbers
Oh,
without looking, coming across as creepy or a rapist or something like that.
mm, I don't know. Maybe you just need to well, so some girls just like a person who is just uh, easy to talk with or funny.
Okay, okay. I'm taking notes. I'm
So
taking notes.
so if the conversation goes well, it eventually things would happen eventually.
Okay, great. Well, I'm taking notes not for myself, for my friend, the friend of a friend.
Okay, good. You're a good friend.
I'm a good friend, I know. Okay, yeah. So, do you think it's good to start with a hi and introduce myself? I introduce for my friend to introduce himself. Like, hi, my name is George. What are you doing? Something like that. That's super creepy.
Mm, yeah, I think that's creepy. uh, I think it depends a lot of the situation and the place you are with you are. Um, because for example, some people, not everyone, just can see a girl, I don't know, sitting in some place in the mall
Hmm.
and ask her, "Oh, excuse me, do you know where the cinema is or some store?"
Hmm.
And maybe that's a good way to start a conversation. I think it's better than, "Oh, hi, what are you doing?"
Okay. Definitely. Definitely. I'll be the creepiest guy doing that. Um, Very interesting. Um, yeah, well, that will always be a mystery for most men, especially men that are not good looking. You know, when you're good looking, everything is easy. I think
um,
because, well, I think the response is different. I don't know. I'm just fantasizing. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Where is Carlos calling from? And where is Eugene
um,
answering from?
Carlos is calling from New York, and Eugene is answering from Korea.
Okay. And what does Eugene say about the Big Apple?
Uh, that he went there to study English, again, I think.
Okay, wait, but you realize that Eugene is the Korean guy, right?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Eugene said that the Big Apple is in his bucket list.
That's true. It's in his bucket list. And what is Carlos's reason for calling his long lost friend?
Um, because he moved to New York to study English, and he wants a roommate.
Okay, and what is Eugene going to do after the conversation was over?
He's going to. Oh my God, what's the to sleep on it?
Yeah, he's going to sleep on it like a pillow, sleep on it. And what are the arguments that Carlos uses to convince Eugene to move to New York? Oh, what? First of all, what is the first argument that Eugene says when he says like, "But I don't move there because of this, or this may be a problem."
Uh, because New York is very pricey.
And what is the counter argument? What does Carlos say?
Carlos said that the rent is cheap. Cheap what? I don't remember.
Dirt cheap.
Dirt cheap.
Yay! Absolutely. Okay. So these are very very common expressions that we use when we speak. Some of them are idioms. Some of them are just expressions. So for every idiom, there is always a more formal way to say things. Remember that idioms and expressions tend to be a little bit informal. So let's see if we can replace these idioms for other expressions. So for example, the number one, how could you say it with other expression?
Uh, the movie tickets were almost free.
Okay, good. We're almost free. Good expression. Maybe it also unexpensive.
Yeah,
Another good expression is a bargain.
a Bergen. Oh yeah.
They were a bargain. They were. I practically stole them from the seller. Okay, number two. How would you say it without using track down?
I search for my first roommate on Facebook.
Yep. I searched for him. I looked him up on Facebook. Very good. Number three.
Um, let's exchange email addresses before we go.
Okay, let's exchange. Very good. Let's trade. Excellent. Number four.
My sister had a really good time at the concert.
Yes, my sister
An
had
awesome time.
an awesome time, a really good time. Another expression similar to had a blast. It's my sister had a ball.
A ball.
Ball, a ball. My sister had a ball at the concert.
Okay.
Um, why? Why a ball? Good question.
I don't know.
Very good question. Okay. Number five.
I'll be. Mm, I'll be poor if I buy a new car.
I beg to differ here. I think they say I'll be poor. I mean, poor is something like permanent.
Okay.
You are poor for a long period of time. So, what could be another expression that we can use?
Um, I'll be for be broke.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. Um, I'll
I'll, I'll be cut, or I'll be short of money.
okay. I'll be short on money. Yeah, short of money. Sorry. Yeah, that's it. I'll be short of money if I buy a new car. I'll be out of money. Can be possible.
Yeah.
Um, Number six.
The flowers are the flowers are really expensive at this shop.
Yes, the flowers are really expensive. The flowers are um, expensive. Yeah, I guess. Alrighty, so let's go over here and let's practice with. I have here the words on the screen. One lost friend. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna practice typical IELTS and questions. And what I want you to do, and this is something that in order to get this going, to get this vocabulary flowing, to make it active, I'm going to be asking you a question, and I want you to answer and use as many of these words as possible in your answer.
Okay.
Right? There's not going to be a time frame, so just answer naturally, but try to include them. Okay. Up until this moment, do you have any questions about how to use any of those words?
No,
You
no
think
questions.
you think you can pull it off?
Yeah, I'll do my best.
I know. I'm pretty sure you will be able to pull it off, no problem. Um, okay. So first question is, um, mm, 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 mm. What is a good place to visit in your town?
I sorry, I have to use as many as I can.
Yes, as many as you can. So, I mean, without forcing your answer. You know what I mean? Without being too.
Repetitive.
I mean, without sounding strange. I mean, uh, just natural. Just go with the flow and look at the words, and whenever you think one word will fit in nicely, use it.
Yeah. Okay. Um, can you repeat the question, please?
Sure. Why is the sky blue? I'm just kidding. Um, that would be a super weird question for the IELTS. Right?
Yeah.
The question is, what is a good place to visit in your hometown?
A good place. Um, the uh, the Bursa Aquatic Park.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a really good place if you want to have a blast in your holidays here in Veracruz. Um, the in Bursa Aquatic Park, it's a bit pricey, but um, but but you can really uh, swap 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 it instead of go to the beach. Mm, if even if you are checking in a hotel in the area of Boca del Rio, you will be there in no time. It's like 10 or 15 minutes from the principal hotels in the boulevard. Mm, so yeah, you better have to sleep on it to make the decision instead of go to the beach or maybe have more fun there. I think that's all.
Okay, good. I really like your answer and your recommendation. Thank you. I haven't been there, but I'll try to go. Thanks for the warning that it's pricey. So it was very nice, nicely done. You used a lot of the expressions, so which is super nice. Um, okay, putting the expressions aside, I just want to help you finish your speech. So when you answer something, you don't want to finish with "that's it" or "I'm done" or "okay, well, finish." That definitely will lower your score during the IELTS. So whenever you are doing this and you want to finish your sentences, just finish with a quick um, conclusion, okay? And the person will understand that's the end. So a very quick conclusion could be, for example, well, so now you know if you really want to have a great time in Veracruz, just go to the Imbursa Aquatic Park. It's
Yeah.
a very nice place to go. That conclusion will definitely send a message that you're finished without needing to state it directly.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you know this. Okay, so the expressions have a blast, fantastic, loved it. Pricey, that was very natural. Swap it instead of going to the beach. I think it was good, but not very natural. Actually, I was thinking about how to use swap it here, but I think it would be better not to use it this way. Um, maybe I would have said, well, if you want to go to the beach, but you want to swap it for something different, you can always do this. I mean, it's just the way you put it, but it was a good try. In no time, that was excellent. Loved it. Uh, Sleep on it, good. So yeah, no problem. Doing great. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's try another question here. Um, mm, 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 mm. Let me look at this. Um, what? Okay. If you were, if you were the president of your country, what would you do to change it for the better?
Mm, I would definitely uh, that's a very tough question.
Well,
uh,
remember that you don't need to say something smart or be honest. You just
oh, okay,
go with the
okay.
flow. Yeah, you don't have to be smart in the IELTS. You just have to speak naturally.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that you don't have to be smart. I mean, what I mean is that you don't have to give a smart answer. Okay. You don't have to try to impress the
Yeah.
IELTS examiner. Just as long as you speak normally and fluently in your ideas, that's fine.
Okay. Um. So if I were the president of my country, I I would like to swap the the diplomatic person,
Mm-hmm.
um and maybe uh some rules of education and healthiness
Mm-hmm.
for the population. um I think that's the most important thing to do in my country.
All right, that was a nice conclusion. Good job. I know I could notice that this was a tough. It is a tough question. Well, you definitely said swap the diplomatic persons. That's good. I think that maybe was a little incomplete there, your idea. So maybe you could have suggested like, well, swap the diplomatic persons for really qualified people, or for I don't know, for my best friends, or I don't know, just swap them for incomplete the idea. Like, for what would you do if you change those people? Uh,
Okay.
Good. And the roles of education, the rules of education and health.
And help.
Health is a noun. All right, good job. Just thinking about it, maybe I would say, well, I think that in my country, basic products like milk, eggs, tortillas are very pricey, and I would change the economy to make them dirt cheap for people to buy. Um, I will try to track down drug cartels and erase them from the face of the earth. And for the rest of the problems, I don't know. Maybe let me sleep on it. Just some ideas, right? I'm throwing
Okay.
right there. Okay, next question. Let's go easy with this one. What do you and your best friend have in common,
um
and what you don't?
okay. What we have in common is that we love almost every type of series and video games, also movies.
Hmm.
And we also have the same um, the same uh, hobbies. We just
Okay.
like to go to a bar and have fun, or maybe to the movies, or just to spend uh, an afternoon watching movies, or just uh, chatting.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't need too much to have a blast.
All right. Awesome. Very good ways Very very good way to talk about your best friend. I loved it. I heard have a blast, and I think that was it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's do one more. Let's see if we can use. Let's focus on dirt cheap. Let's focus on a long lost friend,
Okay.
and focus on bucket list. Okay, so the question is, um, if you didn't have to worry about money or time, what would you do with your life?
I will definitely visit my long lost friend.
Mhm.
Uh, Try to reconnect with them. Maybe if some of them have a very similar bucket list as mine, try to make that list together.
Awesome. Good job. Good answer. Very, very nice way to use long lost friend and bucket list. That was very well done. Um, what can I tell you? I think you're doing a fantastic job using these words. Now, the
Yeah.
important thing here is to keep using these expressions in order to get good at them. Okay,
Okay.
today you learn them. Well, some of them you learn them. You just some of them you just remember them today. But if those expressions sit on your notebook and you don't use them anymore, we just wasted 2 hours of class. So now that you know them, now that you feel comfortable, try to use them um, during your English. Try to put them in your vocabulary. I want to recommend you actually. Do you are you familiar with? Okay, do you have chance to practice English outside our practice that we have every week?
Sometimes
How do you do it?
uh, with music or while I watch a series on Netflix, I always or any movie I prefer to put the subtitles in English, also
Okay,
the language,
and have
audio.
you? Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, that's all.
But what about speaking?
Speaking, no, not so much because I don't really have someone to speak with in English.
Okay, I'm gonna give you people to speak in English. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I'll be sending you 10, 20 people from England, Australia, Canada. I'm gonna send them to your house. Give me your address. Prepare a room for them. Uh, Remember that they don't like to eat spicy food, so you have to go grocery shopping. And that okay?
Yeah,
That
okay.
that would be great if I could do that, but I could do something much better. Um, have I talked to you about Verbling?
Nope.
Okay, Verbling. It's a great website for practicing English with other students who are also learning English and that from different parts of the world. Okay, Verbling. This is not a commercial, by the way. Verbling is not paying me anything, but whenever
Okay.
I find a good resource online for my students, I always share it with them. So Verbling is one of the best resources that I have found that are completely free. Verbling, it's a website that is gonna has a section that is called practice groups. It's free. You just click on this, enter. It says open with Facebook or Google. You click Facebook. It will immediately open. You go to the section where it says. Actually, I'm gonna show it to you right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna show it to you. Hangouts. Oh no, Opera. Okay, give me a moment. Okay, this is Verbling. This is the
Okay.
website. It's verbling.com, and you're gonna find. Let me log out. Uh, okay, I'm gonna log out. Okay, actually, I am a Spanish teacher here in Berlin. Not an English teacher, a Spanish teacher. Okay,
Okay.
so when you go to Berlin, you're gonna see this screen that says "Learn to speak a language," 5 stars teachers, blah 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 blah. Okay, don't read that. Okay, that's actually not entirely true. But the best way is to go over here when it says sign up, log in or sign up. And now my computer just went crazy. Okay, let me refresh this. Okay, you go here. Why I can't click it? Okay, start learning, I guess. Sign up with Facebook.
Okay.
And I don't know what's wrong with this. I can click. Now I can click anything. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. So you just sign up with Facebook,
Yeah, no
and
problem.
you just look around, and you will see here at the top. Okay, cut enough of it. You'll see at the top group practice, and in that group practice you have access to a chat. You will see different groups, like a lot of groups for practicing English, groups for practicing Spanish, groups for practicing Italian. Okay,
Okay.
I think it's working. Let me see. Yeah, it's working now. So I just sign up. You go here where it says, can you see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
You can go where it says more, and you go where it says practice groups. And here are the groups: Russian, English, 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 Vietnamese, English, English, German. English is obviously the
Okay.
most popular one. So you just click on one group, English Advanced group. Just click here, and it will start opening a Google Hangouts with the entire group here. Obviously, it's telling me that I need to cancel my other call.
Okay.
Um, so you just click join, and there you go. You will be there in the chat with the people, and you will have conversations with them. Like,
Okay.
hey, hello, I'm from Mexico, and what about you? And it's a great place to practice if you have some free time and you like to exchange and practice with students from different parts of the world. It's an amazing place to go, Berlin. It's totally free. They won't even charge you a dime.
Okay. Be sure that I will sign in later.
Yeah, and now just practicing English is great, but if you go there and you take your notes and you try to force yourself to use those expressions whenever you have the time, or whenever it's adequate in the conversation, you put them in practice. In no time, those expressions are going to be natural, are going to be a part of your active vocabulary.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
that's what we want for the IELTS. How is your Speak Up magazine going?
I really don't have time to read it.
I know. Check it out. And very interesting articles. I learned a lot about the American flag. I didn't know all these
Yeah.
facts. Very interesting. So maybe you can check it out and talk about it next class.
Okay. Sure.
Danny, I had a blast with you today. So hopefully you have a great week and see you here next weekend.
Yeah, teacher. Thank you so much. See you.
Thank you, Danny. Bye bye.
Bye.